Hello! Welcome back to Krav Maga at Yale. I'm Michelle, and this is lesson number 3. There is very little theory in Krav Maga. We are going to cover just a little bit more of it today. Although there are no rules in Krav Maga, there are a basic set of instructions that you should follow when defending yourself. So the first thing to do if someone attacks you, according to Krav Maga, is to 1. Address the immediate danger. You really need to think about what the immediate danger is here. For example, if someone is choking you, the immediate danger is not being able to breathe. So you want to address that. You need to be able to continue fighting and continue doing everything else. Number 2, violently counterattack. This is the Krav Maga trademark. This is where different self-defensive techniques that we will be learning later in the course will come in. This is where those punches will come in that we've learned already. This is the Krav Maga, the self-defense of the martial art. And then 3rd, you look for a few things. Once your attacker has been incapacitated and you are no longer in immediate danger, you look for other attackers. Perhaps this guy had a friend and you want to make sure that they're not here threatening your life. So, other attackers. You could also look for weapons of opportunity. These weapons of opportunity might be for other attackers, so you want to get the attackers away from the weapons of opportunity or vice versa. Or they might be for you, because after all, having a big stick is a lot more helpful than just having, yourself. And then you also want to look for exits. When walking into a room, you should generally be aware of where the entrance was and where you can exit. And think about logically, how good of an exit is an exit? Yes, theoretically a window is an exit, but if someone just attacked you, do you really think you're going to be able to climb out of that window? Maybe, maybe not. That's something you need to judge for yourself and be aware of. So, you look for other attackers, weapons of opportunity, and exits. And then, once the threat has been incapacitated, you get out of there and you call for help. Once you are safe, you want to ensure that you stay safe. So, that's the general sequence of things to do if attacked, according to Krav Maga. So, last time we learned the jab punch and the cross punch. This time we are going to be learning the 3rd type of punch, the hook. So, you enter your front stance, and once again I'm going to be in a right-handed front stance with my left foot in front, knees bent, arms are up here, kind of in front of my armpits, and legs are about shoulder width apart, and I can bounce freely back and forth. Alright, so if the jab was here, cross is here, you'll notice that these 2 punches punch to the same location. A hook, however, punches lower. If jab and the cross go towards the face, a hook goes to the rib cage. So this is a hook. The movement of the arm. In general, the shape of your arm in a hook is kind of like this. So you'll notice that my wrist is straight. Your wrist must be straight the entire time. And essentially, my arm just kind of moves. It's actually angled this way, just showing it for the purpose of the camera. And it's done with the same hand that does the jab. So if you're righty, a hook is with the left hand. So the hook starts back here. You'll notice that after the cross, your body is rotated towards the left. And so you can start your hook out on the left, like you're holding a big beach ball. And then it doesn't actually move much. You're just pivoting on your back foot back into the front stance that you started in doing the jab. You turn like this just by pivoting on your foot, and you impact. The impact is sideways, like that. Wrist stays straight. And you exhale generally on the impact because this is a really powerful punch. And it's also lower, so I often stay up here for the jab and the cross, then I bring myself down a little bit for the hook. So I'll move back so you can see that a little bit better. So it's jab, cross, hook. I'm just stopping here. The actual hook, you bring your arm back here. So hook looks like this. Alright? Let's look at what the feet look like here. So here I am in my front stance with my left leg in front. So here are the different leg positions. This is a jab, cross, notice the pivot of my back heel, hook, notice how I'm bending back and putting my weight on my back heel. And then usually it's followed by a cross, so here's the cross again, and then back to the regular front stance. Let's do it on the other side. We have a jab, cross, hook, cross. All right? Now let's just practice the hook a few times. 10 hooks on each side. Ready? And let's switch. Now remember, I'm also switching my stance, so now this is like a left-handed position. So I'm punching with my right arm, and my right leg is in front. Alright. Also, when you're doing your hooks, make sure that wherever you're aiming, for example, if you're looking in a mirror, goes past the point. You really want to follow through on that punch. Although you'll notice if I'm doing the hook that my impact would be around here. But when shadow boxing, I extend all the way to here just to get used to really extending my arm. Alright. Let's do a bit of shadow boxing just to practice the 3 punches that we've learned so far. Getting into a front stance, we are going to be doing jab, cross, hook, cross. So let's do it now once slowly. Jab, cross, hook, cross. Alright? So you're alternating arms every time. You should be moving your torso position and the weight on your legs every single time. Now let's try it on the other side. Jab, cross, hook, cross. Alright? Great. Now that you've got that down, let's just do each combination 10 times. So, 10 times on the left. Jab, cross, hook, cross. That's 10. Now let's do it on the other side. Alright, that was 10. Great work! Now, as we continue to prepare for learning our first self-defense, let's have a little introduction to knees. You'll notice I have a demonstration of a knee being applied on my shirt. So this is a very potentially violent and powerful tool, but it's also a relatively simple one to learn. Like almost everything in Krav Maga, we start out in the front stance, and I'm going to start with my left leg in front. We'll demonstrate this with the other view right afterwards. So you can knee with either leg. If you want speed, generally, you want to shift your weight onto your back leg and lift the front knee up. And I'm just putting my hands here to show the impact. So I impact with the part just above my kneecap. So it's kind of like the top edge of my thigh. And so if you hear it, the louder that impact is, the more powerful your hit. And then you set your leg down again. Or you could knee with the back leg, which is more powerful but a little bit slower. It's kind of like the equivalent of a jab and a cross. And in that case, you bring your leg up and then you bring it back down, same exact place. Now let's see how that actually looks. Here's what a knee looks like with the legs. So the impact of the knee is right about here. So if this is my kneecap, it's right about here. So with the front leg, the knee is quick. You notice how I'm shifting back a little bit onto my back foot, but then setting the front leg down again. So it looks like this. And then with the back knee, you bring it back forward, and then you end up back in your front stance. And remember, you always want to bend your knees when you're standing in your front stance. So even when lifting up, my back foot, my front knee remains a little bit bent. So this is what it looks like. All right. And on the other side, here's our front knee and our back knee. All right, great. Now, to be able to do all of these punches, you need to build your arm strength. So let's do 15 Krav Maga push-ups. All right, great work. Now, let's do 25 sit-ups. Good job. Alright, that's all for today. Thank you for watching this video, and remember, stay safe in every way.